Hello and welcome. I am doing a quick reading. We have a full moon coming up on the 18th, I think. Full moon in Virgo. And the full moon usually brings some things up. Often things on the inside, things about ourselves, or things on the outside, things about our lives that needs to be brought to our conscious awareness. And I felt like doing an imposter syndrome spread, which is basically to show yourself some self-love. See your worth in certain areas and get us past certain blocks that might be blocking our happiness, blocking our abundance, because we have subconscious or inner beliefs that we are not aware of. So for this first card, I asked, why do you feel like an imposter? And we have the Magician. And traditionally, with the Magician card, the Magician has a whole lot of tools that they use to manifest the things that they want. But in this card, he's got an infinity symbol up here, which is abundance and infiniteness. And in this card, there's a vortex here, what I think is a vortex. And you can see all the light energy coming out of his hands. So he knows how to work with energy to manifest what he wants. But he's actually pretty content with just playing with the energy. So it's not about the external material things. It's not actually about manifesting things for him. It's just about knowing that he is the abundance, and the abundance comes from his energy, and he just enjoys creating and manifesting, and not necessarily for the end result. So why do you feel like an imposter? Because sometimes it's hard to acknowledge that I am still me without having certain things in life, having a certain status, looking a certain way, having certain things, fancy things, maybe even a relationship. You are still you. And sometimes we are such magical beings, but sometimes we place our worth on the external things. With the second card here, we got the Hierophant. And here I asked, what is it about yourself that you need to acknowledge? The Hierophant is a number 5 card. It's a major arcana. 5s are change, numbers of change. And sometimes we need to acknowledge that we are spiritual beings, and we have a lot of spiritual wisdom, and we are on an ascension path, and we have chosen to be on this journey. And just because we are at the bottom of the stairs right now doesn't mean you're any lesser of a being. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or where you're at now. You are the magician, you are the Hierophant, you are wise, you are a spiritual being. You have just decided to go on the spiritual journey and ascend. And just because you're physically at the bottom of the stairs doesn't mean energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you are at the bottom of the stairs. You've only just placed yourself physically at the bottom of the stairs, consciously or subconsciously, so that you can ascend and go through this process so that you can have an experience. And then we have the 6 of Wands. And here I asked, how can you stop comparing yourself to others? I feel like this is saying that you need to celebrate yourself. Cheer yourself on, give yourself the acknowledgement, give yourself the praise, the pat on the back. Give yourself the reward. Reward yourself for the things that you are doing. Reward yourself with time off. Reward yourself with nice things. Reward yourself with words of affirmation, with validation, and be open to receiving acknowledgement and praise and reward from others. I feel like many times we can't receive from others because we don't see it for ourselves. And then often we feel like we are not acknowledged, but it's just because of an inner belief that I am not worth this praise or what I'm receiving. And we really just need to allow ourselves to just take it in. And it's a good thing to practice that with yourself. Practice giving yourself all of what you would like to receive externally. And then both these cards wanted to come out. Here I asked, what action can you take to help feel less like an imposter? And we got the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. And for me, this is saying, allow yourself to feel excited about new beginnings. So when you are starting off on a tangible new journey, or when the universe gives you with an opportunity, or even with money, because this is a pentacle, allow yourself to feel gratitude for it. Allow yourself to feel thankful for it. Allow yourself to feel excited about it. Often we don't want to face disappointment or face being hurt or face failure. So we can pretend like, oh, this doesn't mean anything, or I'm not going to get emotional about this. I'm not going to get happy about this. But we forget that using our emotions is what helps us to manifest. When you show gratitude for something you're receiving, you're saying, yes, I want more of that. Thank you. I appreciate that. When you are excited about something, you're saying, yes, this is something that I want to do. This is something that I love. And when we pretend like we don't care about something, what we are sending out is a frequency or a signal that says, or a message that says, nope, I'm not interested. Nope, I don't like this. And then we wonder why we have the power to manifest things and all this wisdom, but we aren't actually able to manifest the things in a tangible way, is because we take all the emotion out of it and make it purely practical and logical. When you show love for something, when you nurture it, when you give it positive energy, when you give positive energy, you receive positive energy back, and vice versa. When you receive from the universe, from others, even when you are just getting opportunities or good things happening, even bad things, show gratitude for what it's bringing into your life, because it's, even when it looks bad, it usually is bringing in something positive. Number 5, I asked, what message do you really need to hear right now? And I feel like the message is this video. We have the moon card again, and I was just talking about the full moon coming up and how the full moon just illuminates certain things. She is submersed here in water, and the moon is shining down on her, and like I was saying, this full moon is highlighting certain emotional things. Water is emotions. How we feel about certain things that are not real, that are not true, but we believe it anyway. What I mean by that is we might have certain unfounded beliefs about ourselves, or a situation or a relationship with a person. For instance, you might think that, I can't get that job because I'm not qualified. I don't have the requirements that they want on paper. They might say you need these specific requirements. But just by being you, the high priestess is connected. She has this deep inner knowing, this wisdom. She uses her intuition and her spiritual gifts. And, maybe just by taking the interview or making that call or sending in that CV, even though they ask for certain specific things, maybe once speaking to you or getting to know you, they might realize that, whoa, this is actually the person that we need. Even though they don't have the exact requirements that we wanted initially, this is even better. Same thing with anything else. You might have a fear that, okay, I can't have this thing because of X, Y, and Z. Or the practicalities around it makes it look like it's impossible. But because of your gifts, you can manifest anything. So yeah, that's a message that you need to hear right now. And why are you deserving of all that you have and all that is coming towards you? Queen of Cups allows herself to feel and express love and vulnerability. And this is why you deserve all that you have, because we often think that, okay, only people that are really smart is deserving of abundance and abundance in any form. Only people that are certain status, or we always have these unfounded beliefs of what makes you deserving of having abundance. But just because you are a loving, caring soul, nothing else, just that purely makes you deserving of all the goodness in the world. And once we honestly believe that, we allow ourselves to open up to receive that. I hope this message resonates, and if it does, let me know how. I'd love to hear back from you. It's really helpful to be able to work through and unpack all these soul lessons, these life lessons, these emotional lessons that we are all experiencing in different ways. It's helpful to have clear mirrors to reflect certain things back at us and help us understand things from a different perspective. So we don't always have to do it alone. So your feedback, your comments are appreciated. It helps me to also learn things myself, but also guides me on what videos to make and what interest there is for these readings. So thank you for watching and listening, and I'll see you again on another video.